I thought it was a realistic expectation to put a number of weeks of effort in and get my pilot's licence at the end of it. I blocked that time in my life to be away from home. It's before Christmas. We're in Queensland. It's God's country. That's where the sun shines. So I thought, where else would be better to get your pilot's licence than in Queensland, where there is more stable.
I grew up with my mum and my brother in Darwin, not much money. Mum was studying, single mum. My dad was in prison when I was 1. So the norm for me was visiting him at the prison in Darwin every Sunday. Mum worked really hard, and when my brother really wanted to be a pilot, she saved and got him his flying lessons, and so he got to live that dream, and now he's an airline pilot, and that's because, you know, Mum wanted that for him.
I think all industries should be aspiring to have their workforce representative society, not just because it's a great thing to do, but because you actually get a better outcome if you have more diversity of thought, more diversity of contribution, and certainly the more women we're bringing in, the more representative we are of society, the more diverse our workforce is, then absolutely we'll get better outcomes.
So at the moment, I'm just having a look to make sure that there is no security threats to our aircraft. In my role as safety, also security, and also the risk and compliance, I need to be across all of the security side of things.
We will get better outcomes in that industry by having a more diverse workforce. We will get better outcomes by having women contributing to decisions that are being made, and there's no doubt that it needs to change.
It doesn't matter your background. You can do anything in aviation, you just got to want it bad enough. And I can show you different avenues on how to do that. And that's my agenda. And of course, bringing to attention to women, these are all the different roles. You can do anything. I gave Melbourne a good go because that's where I was living, but just everyone knows the weather is not conducive to learning to be a pilot. So I was thinking the only place where weather is consistently good is Queensland. AAT was a really good school and good option for me, so we thought we'll go up there and give it a go.
Danni and Mick know each other from Canberra and Canberra aviation circles, and Mick offered Danni to use his CTLS to help keep the costs lower for Danni in completing her flight training.
It has been quite a challenging process coming up to Queensland in the COVID situation. Just getting here has been a challenging situation, but that aside, I've had to learn a new aircraft type in the CTLS, which going from a Texan steam gauge, old school in a sense, to more powerful advanced aircraft being glass cockpit. It was just a new environment completely.
Good work.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of crosswind out there.
Yep. I'm going to crab it in a little bit.
Yeah, crab it in. Bit more power.
Clear to the right, clear straight ahead, clear to the left.
Then there's the airfield. I'm not familiar with the area, the surrounds, the weather that Redcliffe seems to have, which is very unique. A lot of differences. So it's been challenging. It's been very rewarding. I've met so many great people, which it just seems like part of a family now. So it's a lot of fun. It's been stressful as well because I'm on a time frame. I need to get home.
Wow. What do we full stop after this one?
Yeah.
Danni's finding it really difficult at the moment in the CTLS. It's a very different type of aircraft to the one that she's used to flying. And the weather that we've had over the last couple of weeks has been absolutely awful. In 2 weeks, she's flown 2 days.
I think a lot of things that can impact our trajectory, like we set a goal in place and we want to do something, and when things get a little bit more stressful for us, like, you know, weather events and sometimes things that are just way out of our control. And we've got a goal that we want to meet. You know, we look to supports around us to help us cope with that stress. And the people, our community, whether that be family or people around us, people that we've grown up with, people that we know quite well, that's an important part of that. We know that social support is one of the biggest preventers of burnout, thus helping us manage stress.
Doing great, mate. All right, and start to straighten up. Clear and hold it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good stuff.
No, can that be enough for today?
Okay.
Yeah, I think every week is a reset of expectations. You can only plan so far with aviation. There's this saying, hurry up and wait in aviation. It's either maintenance or it's weather. There's always something. So I have this plan and try and achieve it, and you have to keep adapting because of so many variables that affect aviation. So you've got to get used to that because that's what industry's like. And I'm fine with that. I feel that I can adapt. But when you've got a clock that's counting down, you can have the best intentions, but the pressure's there.
So the conditions have improved out of sight. Baz from Oz Runways has flown up from Adelaide to Brisbane, and his pilot, Alan, is going to take Danni and Erin on a trip around the Glasshouse Mountains.
Evelina? Let's keep it as 80 knots, flap up.
My girl's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, we've been running.
Flag up, gun. And there's big girl.
Just come up between the two of you.
Oh my goodness, that is close. Oh, look at them. Quite a bit of tan there, right?
Yep.
Alright. Okay, give us Bravo, breaking off.
And try again, next launch, next launch.
I was turning up as I do every day in the hope that I will go solo. It was the expectation in my head was it was going to be at the end of the week. I would like to think I'll go solo with a number of flights, weather dependent, of course.
And I think that when it comes to kind of like, if we look at that more simplistic male-female kind of divide, you know, there are issues there that we need to shift and change in our culture to be able to release people, to have the capacity of what it is that they want to do, what they could do. We are part of a group. You know, the human race came together and we do things together. We build chairs together, we build aeroplanes together, we build our world. We cannot do it by ourselves. Therefore, my pattern of thinking is, how are they perceiving me? How are they thinking about me? And that's the part that needs to change to release the person to be a champion as part of that group.
It would be okay if it was just today, but the weather forecast for the week is not looking very conducive to flying, which is frustrating because this is really my last solid week. And I wanted to have it all done and dusted by the end of the week, so next week it's just going out and flying. So it's really adding pressure. It's challenging because I'm away from my 3 kids, which makes this so much harder. So I really weigh up whether or not, if it's just going to be bad weather, calling it early and just going and being with them. It's hard to tell.
Finally, she's been sitting around for quite a while. We've had this rotten weather. We do have a break. It's not a long break, but we've got a bit of a break in the weather. We've got showers this afternoon, but we're hoping to go up with her very shortly. And if she performs well, the weather performs well, we should be able to get her off on her first solo.
Plan is to do some perfect landings. We're gonna do circuit, we're gonna land, it's gonna be perfect, we're gonna do it again and again. And yeah. Then I'm gonna go solo. Left. That looks kind of impressive, doesn't it?
This traffic Charlie Tango 0000, turning place runway 07, full stop, exit.
You're at enough.
Look at that rain coming in.
That's all right. It's a big event. There's a lot of psychology involved. They've got to a point in their training where they can actually go and fly the plane by themselves. You're sort of joining the club of aviators or aviatrixes.
Lost for words. I mean, the amount of time, the effort that she's put in, the patience, the stubbornness, I don't know what it is, but over the moon. Like,
How are we feeling?
I'm speechless, but it's because I'm exhausted, but I am also so happy.
I loved it that it was finally happening. I got there, I'm on my own. Although I was pretending my instructors were still sitting there, I was on my own and it was completely up to me. And it's like no other feeling when you go solo.